adventures on D&G Explorers. Dilly dilly.
Hello, everybody!
Hello, Explorers.
Happy July 5th.
I know. Can you believe it?
The day after the boom, boom, boom day yesterday with all the fireworks going off.
Happy post 5th, 4th.
What, did that not sound right?
Well,
the boom, boom day.
That's someone, I don't know who says it, but someone we know says they go boom, boom when they go to the restroom.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I'm sure plenty of people went to the restroom yesterday with all the food they had to eat and everything that they drank, so let's not go there.
I don't have our comments up here. Let's put the comments up on here.
Are we able to move that bar down some?
Yeah, I can move it down for you. If
anybody had any issues with their internet, please check your internet server. It seems to be only certain people, so...
Gary.
No, seriously, we are actually looking at changing our internet anyway, just because it needs to be a little faster.
It is.
As far as being able to upload videos and stuff, it'll make it better.
We enjoyed the forest so much, we decided to leave our 4th of July decorations up behind us.
Yeah, we just didn't take them down. Let's be honest, we just didn't take them down. No. I mean, it looks fine. That's fine. We did take them down from outside, though, last night. So hopefully everybody had a fun, safe, happy 4th of July yesterday.
Yeah, we were planning on doing a show on the Sun Princess, which is an old name for a new ship for Princess. But I'll tell you, this weekend with my work, it was crazy. I did not really have the time or to be honest, the energy to do the research on it and what I wanted to put out. So we're either going to do that next week or the following week. We also are going to have a Christmas in July, which could be next week or the following week. So I'm just trying to decide when we're going to do either one of those shows. But within the next 2 weeks, you will see the Sun Princess show, and you'll also have Christmas in July.
Yeah, we won't be putting on our Christmas stuff for that.
No, we'll leave that to Pepper Tree Villa. Pepper Tree Villa is going hardcore with that right now. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out,
with that.
They are the kings of Christmas. So we'll leave that to them. But we will do a Christmas in July show. But so this one, we're just going to talk a little bit about what we did, some of the things that might be out there that you don't know about. But Greg, why don't we welcome everyone in? And to do that, let's have Jim from More Sunshine, please. Take it away, Jim.
This Chat Check's brought to you by More Sunshine, please. The second best channel on YouTube.
Thank you, Jim. So let's welcome everyone. Sir Gary of the Beaches is doing a test, it looks like. Waypoint Explorers. I know Adam's busy doing chores around the house, I guess, so we know it's Steve that's watching right now.
He's practicing Mario Kart racing.
I know Adam's there listening. We have Just Noah's Adventures, Angela Nemechek, BDF, Just Dave. Where am I at? Pepper Tree Villa.
Oh, did you say Pepper Tree Villa?
I did. Movie Mania Nick, Tiffany Peacock, and Rachel's Adventures, George in Atlanta, Cheryl One Deck Down. Welcome. So it looks like more people are starting to roll in as it goes on. I know we just started, so we don't expect everybody to be there, bam, right there at the beginning.
And Rachel, I do apologize because I just remembered right now that you had texted me early this morning, and I forgot to reach out back to you. So I
was messaging her earlier, so it's probably the same thing that she told me about that we won't go into right now.
Okay.
So we'll find out if it happens anyway. But moving on, how's everybody's day? How did everyone's 4th of July go? Did it sound like a war zone like it did here last night? We actually went and saw our 4th of July show at our fairgrounds. They haven't done it in a couple of years now, but it came back. They used to do it at the golf course, but now they were doing it at the fairgrounds, which is where the racetrack is. Simba 2, welcome.
We're having a nerd. Yeah, Disney nerd herd attack.
Welcome, everybody. Excuse me. So we got there a little before 9, and we were able to hear a nice lady sing the Star Spangled Banner. They did a prayer. They did the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
That was really cool. Everything was done outside, of course. And they had booths and food and everything.
Did you say they did America the Beautiful?
I don't think so.
She did.
Oh, okay. They did America the Beautiful. And then they had the fireworks. We actually went. It was free, so we left the area after that, after we circled around the booths and everything, and then we went by Lowe's and just waited there. Excuse me. We actually got a really good view of the fireworks from there. And we were right by this trucker with a dog, and she was a really sweet dog, and he went into his truck and was trying to find patriotic songs to play while the fireworks were going off, and I thought that was very nice of him. I just said thank you for doing that.
It made the fireworks a lot
better. So we had our own little private concert with the fireworks with a trucker that we have no idea who they were, but they were a nice young guy that was with his dog.
Pepper Tree Villa has a question, and I'm not even sure what this is.
Thread.
Who is on Threads now that it's live?
I haven't heard of that
either. So
they did a prayer, yes. Angela, they had an opening prayer before the ceremony and everything. So that was nice.
It's a new Twitter alternative closely related to your Instagram account. I did not know that.
Oh, I don't know if I want to be part of another app that has to do with media and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But knowing me, I'll probably check it out anyway.
Yes, so we had a good day on the 4th. We didn't do anything too crazy.
We came back after the show.
We saw Independence
Day. Our
Day.
Fireworks.
We only saw the first Independence Day.
Yep.
But I think I enjoyed that more than you because you're on your phone a lot.
No, I've seen it many times and I know it by heart, but we still watch it every year.
Welcome in, Captain.
Welcome in, self-proclaimed Captain Billy J. Let's remember, he's self-proclaimed. But I was probably looking up some things and stuff for the day. I don't remember now, but I was paying attention. So yeah, we had a good time. We were trying to use our not Coldstone.
Oh, Blackstone.
Blackstone, and we had to re-season it again. And yes, Gary, you have to re-season that darn thing every year. Go onto the cooking polo and just ask Mike, and he'll tell you all about it. So, Dizney Nerd Herders, welcome.
Hot off their show. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch them, they always go on right before us. They are either in their parks or they're at an undisclosed house location.
Wow, okay.
They live in secret.
So we were going to do ribs, and we were not able to do that. But luckily we had some chicken that was thawed out, so we did that instead. And it still came out really good. We did that inside. So now we just got to get the Blackstone working.
Yeah, well, the Blackstone, it will rust because it's a cast iron top. And we keep ours outside, even though it's underneath it's underneath the patio. We still it gets weathered. So I was removing the rust on it. So it looks good now. I just have to season it.
Even if you use your Blackstone a lot, you still want to redo it because it will eventually cook off, and you want that fresh seasoning, oily goodness and everything on there so that your food cooks really well. It's not a one and done thing now, so you want to redo it every now and then.
Dizney Nerd Herders were saying they're at an undisclosed outdoor location burning stuff. Right now in Florida,
don't be burning stuff.
The real temperature, which is compensating with the humidity and all that, like a few days ago, it was like 121 in Orlando, and they're around the Orlando area. They were outside having their bonfire, in the 100-degree heat. I'm just thinking,
what the heck?
You can't keep those northerners away from, even in Florida.
How? Why? I don't know. Welcome, RobFuz.
Welcome. Oh, Mr. RobFuz.
You can put oil on it every time, yes.
We do. I season it. I clean it and I season it when I'm done.
Yes, but we just haven't used it in a while.
Mr. RobFuz, great to see you.
Okay. So anyway, we will use our Blackstone at some point. We did get the those big 3-wick off candles that are citrus scented to try to keep away those mosquitoes. They have been crazy this year, coming into the house, just inviting themselves in like it's nothing.
Well, this was our rainiest. This year was our rainiest season we've had in a very long time.
Yeah.
And those mosquitoes were just rampant. Even with the candles, they're still biting me like crazy. I got all these bumps on my face.
It wasn't as much, but when we even have the bug zappers, we have a little bug zapper in the house. We have a bigger one outside. We have the candles. And they just keep a coming.
Angela says that horn needs a tune-up. But one of the things which I always enjoy about the 4th is, it's one of my favorite tennis tournaments that goes on right now. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get rid of things. Here we go. And right now, so if you're not familiar with tennis, they have 4 big tournaments a year, almost like in horse racing. They have the big 3 races: the Kentucky Derby, the Belmont, and oh my gosh, the Preakness are the 3 big ones. Well, in the 3 big ones. So in tennis, there's 4 big ones. There's 4 big tournaments. They go to Australia at the beginning of the year. In May, they're in Paris. In June, July, they go into England, and then in around Labor Day, they are in New York. So this is the 3rd big tournament of the year. And with me being British, my mom was actually born in Wimbledon. So this tournament has always been special. And I started thinking, I we moved here in 1977. In 1990, we went back to visit because my cousin was getting married over there, so I went to his wedding. And I started looking around, and I found my little brochure
from 1990.
This is from June 28th, and it was the 4th day of the tournament. And it's just kind of interesting to see how it looks like now and the players that were in here. Gabriela Sabatini was my favorite tennis player. She was from Argentina. I was a diehard Gabriela Sabatini fan, but I saw her. She played also doubles with Steffi Graf, and I watched that one. That was in a different stadium. I saw Michael Chang, and I saw another one that I can't really think of, but it was one of the top tennis players. They were in the top 20. I know they were seeded. So that was just, I don't know, just kind of exciting to think about who was there. And I love this tournament. It's on ESPN. They have like the mix where you can watch like 6 different channels and choose which match that you want to watch. So I don't know if you guys are tennis fans, but this has always been a special time. And it's around the time of the 4th of July. Chris Everett Lloyd, unfortunately, was retired during that time, but I would have loved to seen her. Jim
Hickling.
Thank you.
Hickling.
As I'm trying to talk. Thank you for joining us.
Billy, that is a good idea. We're going to spray a mixture of sugar water all over us to keep the bugs away. It sounds like a really good idea. I think it just might work.
Yes. When we do our group cruise next year, we're going around Labor Day. And we're planning on going to the U.S. Open, so that'll be 2 of the 4 tournaments that we will have seen. I don't think Greg's too excited about it, but I'm incredibly excited about it.
I think it would be a good experience, actually. I know when he's watching tennis, when I'm up in the morning and I hear woo, woo,
or
because I know that's them hitting the ball, and that's what I do. Woo! Woo! I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, well, I know you're playing tennis. And I don't know why they have to make those noises. It's like, are they exerting energy or something? Like getting energy out while they're hitting the ball? Yes, and you hear the guys going, ah! Ah! I'm like, what in the world is going on?
Disney Herders. That was the other one that we were going to see, and we went there. We actually went to Wimbledon 2 days. We went to see John McEnroe because that was my late cousin's favorite tennis player, and we went to go see him play, and we couldn't get in because we had to buy standby tickets or something like that. And then that day when we were going home, we found out he lost at the tournament, so we never got a chance to see John McEnroe play. I did see Martina Navratilova. She was walking across where she was staying, walking across the street, and she was like 10 feet away from me. So that was pretty exciting. Now I guess the players go underneath the tunnel, so you don't get a chance to interact with them like you used to. But just cool times.
We're actually going to be going to different places in New York, Angela. So I do want to go to the tennis match as well. Captain Billy J, I think you need a can of Love Everyone Extra Strength so that everybody gets together and just gets along and loves each other on this upcoming cruise. No anything like that.
Nerd Herders asked if we had strawberries and cream. You have to. That's a Wimbledon tradition to have strawberries and cream. It's like a heavy whipping cream that they put in there.
Strawberries and cream for what?
At Wimbledon. That's one of the things that you have there.
Like just a cup of strawberries and cream? Like actual strawberries just in whipped cream?
It's not whipped cream. It's a heavy cream. So it's like a runny cream.
That's
why I put like
on
my Christmas pudding. That's why I always put the runny cream on it, because that's what I'm more used to.
I've never heard of that. I mean, we have some strawberries. We just need the whipping cream.
We actually do have the whipping cream. So
when it's probably old. I'm not putting old coagulated whipping cream on my strawberries.
But so some exciting things there. Another thing that we want to talk about is the Indiana Jones movie. We're not going to do any spoilers.
No, because it was really good.
Yes, if you are a fan of Indiana Jones, I would definitely say that you have to watch this for sure. There was, I know,
the final performance of Harrison Ford as Indy, it's well worth it.
One of our polos, Billy, was making a comment that it didn't have the same Spielberg feel to it, and Greg even made that comment that you could notice the differences in terms of how they film it. I noticed the humor wasn't as much, because there's usually some slapstick cheesy humor that they do, like overacting kind of humor, and they didn't have as much as that in this one. At least I didn't pick up on it.
It did have actually, when I think about it, towards the end it did have the feel of Spielberg a little bit, and I found it actually very emotional, and watching the movie was emotional, and that's all I'm gonna say. But because I can't really explain it, and so if you haven't seen it, I would highly suggest seeing it.
I was impressed that he's 80 years old. I think he turns 80 this year.
No, he is 80.
He
looks how he does, and he can move around.
He looks how he does.
He's still in good shape, is what I mean, for his age.
Yeah, he did a lot for an 80-year-old.
How he moved around and everything really was really good in this movie.
Angela says, too much stuff. We are not giving anything away. We believe it.
Cruisin' Koozies, welcome.
Welcome.
Did we say hi to Movie Mania,
I
Nick?
think so, but not welcome in, Nick. I know a lot of the Nerd Herd attack was on there.
We also saw The Flash.
We did.
That was a good movie as its own movie. Sadly, DC is like redoing everything. DC's a mess right now. I'm just going to be honest. In my opinion, it's a mess. But we'll see how things get put together with the reboot and everything. But as far as this, it was a fun, enjoyable movie. It was nice to see Michael Keaton back as Batman. That's more of what I was looking forward to in this movie. It's not a spoiler because it's in the trailer, in the previews. It was emotional as well. So we saw 2 emotional movies back to back, and 2 movies about time travel back to back. So it was a lot of lasts in these movies. There were a lot of finals in these movies.
Greg said, Gary said, is he's 80 and he looks 80. Going from what you said.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, yeah, Henry Cavill is no longer going to be Superman.
No, my opinion, hands down, next to Christopher Reeve, the best Superman ever. But the new Superman, the guy that they're getting to play, Derek and I have seen him before, and we both said he should play a Superman someday. And wouldn't you know it, he is.
He's from Hollywoodland or Hollywood.
Hollywood.
That was
the Netflix show.
Yeah.
It's actually a younger Superman, so it does make sense. They're kind of like backtracking. I don't know why they do this, but we'll see how it goes.
No, I said no spoilers on Flash. I would tell you.
No spoilers.
It got better as the movie went along.
You really have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna be like, what is going on? It's like, it's all over the place sometimes.
So another thing I did a thing today, and we love our coffee. We like trying different flavored coffees. I like the sweeter ones. We don't usually like the strong black ones. We like the sweeter coffees. So one of the companies we like to go to is called Bones Coffee.
Oh,
So-
Angela, thank you.
So Bones Coffee is having a special. Welcome in, Kathy Mills. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome. Did you see what Angela said?
Thank you. From our pictures.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I'm the old and retired Robin.
Oh, whatever.
Over the hill Robin.
Whatever. You looked really good. But go ahead.
So Bones come out with different coffees. They're having a special through today. If you guys want to buy something, 20% off at the last minute. The code is BOOM, BOOM, through today.
Like the fireworks.
Yeah. They had last year. They had 4 different Nightmare on Christmas coffees. They're actually
Nightmare on Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
That was close enough.
That's the sequel, Nightmare on Christmas.
So they have 4 of them.
What's that?
You can I don't know. That's popping up. I don't know why that's up there.
That.
Ignore. Okay. So and you can actually get those now because it is considered Christmas in July. If you want to buy those coffees, you can get them now, and then you'll be able to get them as we get closer to the holiday season.
But you also got
don't say anything yet. Don't spoil. It's like watching a movie with a Greg and he's giving away things
I don't
before
know
they
what
happen.
you have on here.
All right, so
I wasn't gonna say that one, but yeah, they got that one too.
Daniel Fields, welcome in. So they have a crispy marshmallow treat.
Spider-Man coffee.
So we did get this one.
It's on its own.
Yes, so it's called the Web Slinger. Yeah, this is the only Marvel one that they have right now.
Daniel Fields, welcome.
And so the flavor is inspired by Marvel's Spider-Man. Web Slinger gives you power you need to swing into action and get your flavor sensors tingling. So 12 ounces for $17.99. So this is the one that we are really excited about. They are coming out with an Indiana Jones line.
There's 3 of them.
There is. I thought there was 4, but I guess there's only 3 of them. So one of them is called Toffee Treasure. And the Toffee Treasure story behind that is inspired by Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So this is only available in the United States, unfortunately, but it is a buttery toffee.
Welcome, Midwest Katie.
Welcome.
From Central Florida. Hope you're staying cool out there.
So the other flavor here that they have is called the Crusaders Cup. So that was done from the second. No, that was also the first one, wasn't it?
Indiana Jones and
Yeah.
the Last Crusade was
the third one.
Third movie.
Okay. So that must be inspired by that, although they don't say that on
So
here.
is it the Cup of Life? Do we get rejuvenated?
But if anything, you get to embark on a flavor-filled journey with hints of nutty chocolate, butterscotch, and caramel. So set out on this when you go on your next
It's a bit
adventure.
naughty.
And then the other one is kind of a retro. I don't know if it's like a psychedelic
It's like a
effect on it.
70s look.
I don't know. You drink it and you get a psychedelic experience.
Daring Delight.
Daring Delight. So I think I will like this more than Greg because Greg's not a coconut fan, and this is a notes of
I'll still
coconut
try it.
and sweet caramel. So
I like the caramel part. Why are you going
because
like that with your...
I'm emphasizing.
Well, they can't see that
it.
anyway. But it was still a cup of life, Gary. It was a cup of life on the Holy Grail.
Daniel, there was no. Hey, that was we're talking about coffee. There is no spoilers on Indiana Jones.
We can't. You can't spoil that from. Who said that about coffee?
No, he just says going to mute. I haven't seen Indy yet. So yeah, so some good coffees.
Oh yeah, we weren't giving any hints away. That was the coffee that we were talking about. We already talked about the movie, but even that we didn't give any spoilers away. So
yes, so I'm excited about the coffee. I also bought some other ones recently. Bullet Coffee. They're also from Florida. Bullet Coffee, and those are pretty good. The blueberry crumble.
I think that's my favorite one, the blueberry. It really smells good.
Yeah, they have a cookie one, and they have a chocolate cherry one is the other one.
That one's all right.
Yeah, the blueberry one's pretty good on it. But I'm learning to drink my coffee black now instead of using the creamer.
Yeah, we've done that off and on.
But trying to cut out some of the calories.
But I do put a little smidge of creamer. at times. And actually, the creamer is less than 100 calories, I think, in a serving. So you just put a little smidge, and it goes a long way. Coffee can get spoiled, actually, if you don't keep it fresh.
I think after 10 days, it loses its freshness. So there's always a debate: should you get ground coffee? Should you get beans so you can grind them yourselves?
The minute that you actually grind your coffee beans is when it starts losing its potency over time. So you want to either, some people freeze them, or not freeze them, but put them in the refrigerator to keep them more fresh.
Yeah,
but like we'll buy coffees that were already ground from like the stores and things like that, and it'll say ground date, and so it's not going to be like fresh because it's been sitting there for a while.
They always say never buy coffee from the stores. We went to Starbucks, and that one person was nice enough. We had it was a seasonal one, like year anniversary edition.
We didn't even have to ask.
And he did. He asked if we
No,
wanted
we didn't have to ask.
He asked if we wanted to grind it for us. So
yeah,
that was cool.
At no extra cost.
Yeah. Angela just bought 3 of those Indiana Jones ones. So
awesome. So she bought the whole set then. Cool.
What?
We have gone to Marshall's before, and we bought their coffee with a ground date. What? I can't.
Gary.
You're moving it. I'm sorry. Oh my. Thank you for the super PayPal, Gary. We will give you a little jiggy.
We had 2.
Oh, I didn't see.
He said, just admit I'm right and be done with it.
Wait, is that?
That's the first one. And there was a second one that you saw.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much, Gary. We owe you 2.
Thank you, but I still want to admit that you're right. I'm sorry. Not all the time.
So, we put this back out.
Ooh, ooh.
We got the little groove lights going on.
The one that Gary provided for us.
Yes. So we got to do 2 little dances.
That money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like. Whoa, 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 whoa. I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We have a cat over here sitting on an armrest, and she's staring at us because she's hungry, and she looks
and
like
now she's in the disco ball. Disco.
She has that. I can't say that word. She's got the.
No, she does.
She's got
not.
the resting angry face.
No, she does not.
And
she is a loving, perfect little lady.
She's giving us the stare right now because she's saying, "Why are you talking and why aren't you feeding me? It's past my dinner time."
Not like she doesn't have dry food to eat, so.
Oh, Daniel was saying yes.
Oh, yeah.
I did see that. That is really cool.
I've seen them on TikTok. They do all kinds of different lighting effects.
It looks like an eyeball there.
At one point it does. Yeah, they could basically put anything on there. I've seen like wavy lights and an eyeball and all kinds of other stuff.
If I remember right, isn't it an entertainment center and they're going to have bands that are playing there, if I remember right? But the outside is all these different things.
I thought it was the entrance to a hotel or something.
I don't think so. Wasn't that what they were building behind where the wheel is?
Well, they built that other big hotel, that new one that was all red. Red and black or something.
All Royal Resorts.
Yeah. That looks cool too.
Yeah, and they lit it up before they were planned on doing it. So that was pretty cool that they actually did that. It's going to add a lot to that northern part of the strip. I saw that sphere. I like the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern. I don't know if I saw that one. I saw one and it looked like an eye, like a red eye. It was kind of weird how they were doing it. It was pretty cool.
So Disney news, I don't know if we talked about it, but recently they have cut down or removed the trees that were in the middle and around the Splash Mountain because they're redoing it for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So they're redoing landscape. They have recently put up the water tower. So I think we might have mentioned that a week ago or something like that. But they have put up the water tower for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. All the Imagineers were happy and clapping. It was at nighttime, so I think they do most of their stuff at night anyway when the park is closed. But and then I heard that the oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Is it Dr. Facilius or something like that? The villain. I've only seen the movie like once, Princess and the Frog, but he's not even going to be part of the ride. It's going to be like la 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 family friendly look, and I'm thinking, okay, well, what about when you go up the lift and you drop? And I guess she's looking for something, and I guess she drops down. I don't know the whole story, but he is not going to be in it from what we've heard. That would be a perfect spot for him to sing a song and have a little scary moment, and then she gets away from him. I don't know why they're not doing that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. And Disneyland's going to be interesting to see how they retheme that area, which was Critter Country. And now I'm sure they're going to extend New Orleans Square to incorporate through the Haunted Mansion and the Tiana's place, or the ride.
Speaking of Haunted Mansion, they are coming out with a new Haunted Mansion movie.
Oh yeah,
the day after my birthday. So guess what movie we're gonna go see for my birthday? The Haunted Mansion. It's an all-star cast. It's a mixed cast, so mixed nationalities and backgrounds, which I think is really cool. It seems like it's centered around the Hatbox Ghost, and I don't know if you know this, but Jared Leto is playing the Hatbox Ghost, and they said that you can't.
Is that Spock from the
You
new
know
Star
who
Trek?
Jared Leto is? No, he was in the Morbius movie. He was what other movies would he be in that you know of? Well, Morbius is one that you should know who he is. If you've seen a picture of him, you'll know who he is. But you can't even tell it's his voice from what they said. When he gets in the character and everything, you don't even know it's Jared Leto. So
Noah said he's excited about the Haunted Mansion. Owen Wilson better say ka-chow.
it looks like it's going to be darker and a little more grittier than.
Oh, he was Joker as well.
Yes, he was. Thank you.
Was that the one that we just saw? The last one he was in?
No.
Like the younger kid?
No. That you're thinking of the Batman?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't in that.
Dallas Buyers Club? Is that a movie?
Wait, was he in that? I don't remember. No, he was in the Suicide Squads. Oh yeah, Dallas Buyers Club. You know, I still haven't seen that movie. And welcome, George in Atlanta.
He's been here for a while.
I didn't even see him. I'm sorry. Well, we've been so busy having fun and everything, and I haven't been looking at the comments all the time. So don't make me look like the bad person.
The Robert Pattinson one.
He wasn't in that one. But this Haunted Mansion looks a lot darker and grittier than the Eddie Murphy version. A lot of people said they don't like the Eddie Murphy one. I like it for what it was.
I didn't like it.
I think the beginning of it really went with the story of like the ride and everything. The special effects that they did at the beginning, the setup of the story. So I liked it for its time. It was a little cheesy at times, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. I might be one of the few, but I enjoyed it.
Yes, interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And they're also getting ready to shut down the Haunted Mansion to retheme it for the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, that's not. They don't do that until
they're doing it in August.
Oh, and then they open it in September.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think they're shutting it down for like 3 weeks.
The Robert Pattinson one, I don't think he was in that. It was, it was a younger guy, and it was, I thought it was a cutscene, or he was supposed to be him, but they never showed it. But there was a cutscene. We've only seen that movie one time too. That thing is like 3 hours long. Oh my gosh, the Muppets version.
That was
I
good.
totally forgot about that.
Was
We
good.
enjoyed that one. That is a definitely must see again this year.
I forgot about that too.
Yes.
That was a really good one. They did a good job with it.
Yep.
But we did also something last week. Was it last week? Last week. We paid off our next cruise finally.
We did, and we have our airfare.
We did our airfare.
We got a really good deal on our airfare also.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
Whoa, yes.
Wow.
Well,
no, we didn't.
And no, in the sense that right now airfare is incredibly expensive. To fly out of Fresno, it's ridiculous how much it is, and it's weird because like some of the airlines, you pay a cost one way, like for I think it was American. So it might be if you travel from Fresno to Miami, it might be $451, but on the way home, it can be as much as $800. So they don't. It's the most expensive one they're going to charge you, which ends up now instead of being $451, it ends up being $800. And we decided to fly through American, and we're going out of LAX.
But we got
to try to get there a little bit quicker.
We got a deal where it's basically first class without being in first class. So you get free alcohol drinks, you get priority boarding, you get extra leg room, so things like that.
We could upgrade for another $1,600 if we wanted first class.
I'm okay with that.
Per ticket.
No, thank you.
And they said no, thank you. So we got that done. So we are now excited about going to. We've been sailing out of Miami quite a bit. That's on the East Coast. That's now our most frequent port we've sailed out of.
We're going to be staying at the same place we stayed at last time, which is the YVE, or the Eve
Hotel.
So hopefully both of their elevators are working this time. Could you imagine them not working again? Poor Angela, she won't be going up and down those stairs.
Yeah. Daniel says just $1,600 a ticket. Yes, exactly. We said, no, we're happy. We're happy that a little bit of leg room. I prefer, if we're going to fly a long flight without a layover, I'd rather have a little bit more leg room, pay for the extra cost. I think it was about $73, depending which seat you are, because depending where you are in the row, the seats can be more expensive for that. But so yeah, that was our exciting news for that. And then we got to look forward to. Well, I got a trip to Vegas with my mom, but that's about it.
Huh?
In December, I always go to Vegas with mom.
Oh, I was like, wrong month, but okay.
Yes, but we also, since we have about 15 minutes left on our show, wanted to talk about a few things. We have our cruise, which is going to be our group cruise, and I don't know if people on here are aware of that or not.
Well, Angela, we can't afford first class, so.
Yes, that's way too much.
You enjoy it if you're able to.
We are working on, real quick, I've been saying this for the last few weeks, we are getting ready to release this vlog.
My God, my hair.
It's getting closer and closer to being completed. So that's going to be the #1 vlog series in the vlog series. What? And then we also have, this is our group cruise. It's going to be on the NCL Joy, which this is the last Breakaway Plus class ship for us to sail on. So we're excited about that. Timothy Devine.
Welcome. And Angela, I don't mean anything bad by it. I just meant if you are able to do first class, you enjoy that.
Yes. So our group cruise is on the NCL Joy. It's 8 nights. It's going on Labor Day next year. And it's a one-way cruise. So it's going from New York City to Quebec. Timothy, I'll answer your question here in a second. So the one thing that we are not going to is we got
Don't worry, Timothy.
A message saying Halifax, because of the amount of ships that are going in there, we won't be going to Halifax.
So we get another extra sea day.
Yeah, which we only had one sea day in general, and I was thinking that's a pretty heavy, intensive.
We love our sea
port,
days,
but we have like 2 ports a sea day, 2 ports a sea day, and then 2 ports. So that kind of breaks it up a little bit. But we've never been to Boston. We have been to Portland before, and that was fun. That's where we did the horse-drawn trolley, and
Mhm.
we did the train there. We've never been to the rest of them. We've never been to Sydney. Charlottetown is the one, home of Anne of Green Gables, which is where I'm excited for
We are
that.
going to do that, definitely.
Saguenay is where, in that bay, is where the mating season should be going on for the beluga whale, which is my favorite whale. And then it ends in Quebec City. So definitely looking forward to that.
Ooh, Daniel said we could do a Samuel Adams tour. Where's that at?
Boston.
Ooh, we might have to do that one.
So if you're interested in going on the cruise, we have both Maddie and Scott are the travel agents who are doing this cruise. You can contact them through NoMapsNeededTravel. There's their email that you can contact them. The easiest way to contact
You
us,
do get really good perks, actually, if you go through them. So.
yeah. If you go into the description of this live show and anything that we do, you shall see where our social media is. I have mine, Little Explorer, on Instagram. Greg has a D&G one. And then on Facebook, we have a D&G Explorer one, or our personal one. But I thought, Timothy, I thought we were friends on Facebook. I could be wrong, but I thought we were friends.
Angela, I meant that you would not be going up and down those stairs, because last time, you poor thing, you were trying to go up the stairs. I think we were all huffing and puffing at the end, so hopefully the elevators will be working.
Some of the things I'm really looking forward to this ship. This ship was originally going to be in Asia only. So some of the features which are unique to the Breakaway Plus class ship were not originally on this ship. They did not have an observation lounge, which is on the rest of them. I take that back. They don't have it on the NCL Escape. But when they came back to the U.S. and they did like a $50 million retrofit of it, they took out cabins and they added the observation lounge. This one is the first NCL ship which had the go-karts on it. Now there's several ships that have the go-karts on it, but this was the very first one that had that. It's got the Galaxy Pavilion, which is like a virtual reality 3D things, like all these different rides, which we never really took advantage of on the.
We went in there.
It was kind of pricey.
Yeah, maybe
so we
next
never
time.
did it. Orange Cone Vlogs, welcome in.
You said orange clone.
Welcome in.
Yes, welcome.
I do have some pictures of this. I know Gary is. Actually, Gary, are you concerned about going on NCL? I don't remember if you're concerned or not about it, but
why would he be concerned?
Because he's anti-Carnival. Also, no thermal spa.
You just said NCL.
I know. I don't know if he doesn't like Carnival. I don't know what his feelings are on NCL.
Oh,
but this is
Gary. What are your feelings on NCL?
This is the observation lounge. It goes around the first third of the ship, both sides, and this is the very front of it, which you can see long windows, a very relaxing spot to enjoy, and some people hog their time there, but hopefully we'll run into that on there.
Oh, Orange Cone Vlogs has a big group cruise announcement.
Definitely
awesome.
Have to let us know if you're able to share it. This is the waterfront, an area that we really took advantage of Encore when we went out on the Alaskan cruise. We did that more than we did the observation lounge because it was less crowded. And this is just a beautiful area of the ship which has restaurants, bars, a lot of fun stuff on this deck. But it's a beautiful area to hang out. And the weather should be good at that time of year, even though we're going up to Canada.
Oh, Gary's never been on NCL. Well, I think you will thoroughly enjoy it,
yes.
Especially the waterfront area and the observation deck. That's going to be amazing for you.
Another view of the waterfront.
And the waterfront wraps around the whole ship, so.
Most of it. They have laser tag, so this will be interesting. The one on the Encore we never did, but it was open. This one looks like it's enclosed like it was on the Bliss. And then we have the go-karts, like I mentioned. The one on the Encore was awesome. I like that better than the one on the Bliss.
It was 2-story.
Yeah, so we'll see how this one is on there. Footloose.
Footloose.
I'm sure Footloose is will still be playing when we go on there.
Oh, I hope so. That's
they tend to. The Bliss was when we went on it in 2018. Jersey Boys was playing, and we just went on the Bliss in the last year. Still playing, so I'm pretty sure Footloose will still be playing when we go. Some people said they didn't like it, but I think entertainment shows are subjective.
It's not going to be like the movie.
No, and some people said they walked out, but
well,
I hope not. Elements is supposed to be a very good show, so I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, we saw this on the Mighty Ships on the Smithsonian,
Earth, Air, Water,
and they showed
Fire.
a little bit of this show that they're getting ready for. The Cavern Club, which is where the Beatles became famous of in Liverpool. So this is themed after that club where they got their start.
And they usually have the karaoke there too.
They do, yeah.
That looks like it looks like the same thing.
Yeah, probably
it's a different angle.
Yeah. There are 2 Starbucks on the ship.
What?
2 Starbucks. So there's one in the observation lounge, and then there's this one which is on the deck. I think deck 6, which is where guest relations is, which is on a lot of the Breakaway Plus class ships. They have it on by the customer relations.
Angela didn't do what on the Bliss? Angela, what did you not do?
Which line just cut a bunch of their shows? I'm not sure which one did, George.
My mojito bar. I love my mojitos. Mojitos.
Timothy said he didn't think Jersey Boys was liked because it was long. I love the Jersey Boys.
Well, it's more adult also, and they have a story to tell. So
Gary
liked it.
Daniel said the Cavern Club on this one is stretched out if you're used to the other ones. The other ones are really, really small.
Footloose will be shut down before we go, right? That's the spirit, Waypoint. Keeping it positive there.
I think our favorite bar on the this class of ships,
my favorite, I know that,
is the Sugar Cane Mojito Bar.
Yep.
We had I won't say quite a lot, but we had this one looks a little bit differently than some of the other ones though. It does. You can tell this ship has more of an Asian theme to it.
It looks more open and it looks more lit up. The other ones, like on that right side, there would be no windows there. It would be dark and everything.
Yeah.
So
this was one of my favorite spots, the District Brew House. I'm not a huge
nice
beer fan, but I did love the pumpkin spice Guinness, which is amazing.
It's the same setup.
It's basically the same setup on it. Yeah. So they should have the pumpkin spice Guinness on that.
I like the piano player that does the piano and sings, and you can hang out with friends and talk and everything. So it's a good area, and you can get a drink from somewhere else and bring it in. You don't have to get a drink from there if you don't like beer.
Gary, no need for me to see the Jersey Boys. I saw the real ones multiple times. Yes, you should.
More
if you've never
sunshine, please welcome.
Welcome.
Season's greetings, Jim.
I didn't understand because it's called Frankie Valley and the Four Seasons, that each of the 4 seasons narrate a part of the story, and they each represent the different types of the seasons of the year.
I love the music.
Yes, so I think you would enjoy it just for that.
So if it's sad and then it's happy, and it's a good show.
Daniel said Malting's Whiskey Bar is nice and is one of its is a different floor 2 times the size. Get the Matador. We haven't really done a whole lot of whiskey.
I didn't know they had a Maltings bar.
Yeah.
Never even heard of that.
Yeah, it was on the Encore. It was right across from the Cavern Club. It's like when you came out of the Cavern Club, it's that one bar that's right there.
Oh, they didn't call it that on the Encore though.
Yeah.
I didn't think
it's called Malting's Whiskey Bar. We just never went there.
I went there actually, but they were taking so long. I was sitting there for a while waiting to order, and they were just all at the end. So I just was like, okay, I'll go somewhere else. No biggie. Yeah, they're just busy.
That was a very the Alaskan cruise was definitely a different experience going on from some of the other cruises, just because of not as many people were outside. They were more inside, where normally you would have more freedom to do things.
Yep.
But so we're looking at doing next
People
week.
definitely weren't in the pool that much.
It depends what happens this week. Hallmark is releasing some ornaments that we ordered.
Woohoo!
I don't remember even which ones I ordered that are being released.
I know some of them you did. Hey, Ben. Ben
Welcome.
from Pepper Tree Villa is here.
Did you say Pepper Tree Villa?
I did.
If I can find it. So if we're able to pick them up this weekend, which I'm hoping we can.
Oh, I thought they were being shipped to us.
No, I think we have to pick them up because we did the wish list, and we turned them in. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get everything that we wanted on the list. But I don't remember.
Which isn't a whole lot.
What? Yeah, I don't remember what
picks.
comes out now, October, and I think there's a third one that they come out. But so if they do come in and we pick it up, we'll switch it to next week as being in Christmas in July. If not, we'll do the Sun Princess. I'm very excited about the Sun Princess. If you guys have not heard about it, it's going to be their biggest ship so far is going into the range of what they would call a mega ship, and they have some fun things on there.
Party
like
on the Seas, welcome.
Welcome. They have some fun things on the ship that they haven't had on the Royal class ships that Greg and I have been on with Princess. They don't have on the Royal class ships. They don't have slides. They don't have laser tag. I don't even think they have arcades.
Princess is just more of a laid back, relaxing kind of cruise.
I'm not sure. Oh, sorry, I was looking at what Kathy Mills was saying. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about it because it's going to be a unique concept. I wish Dizney, when they made their new class of ship, that they would have done some big differences because NCL's done it with their Prima class ships. It looks like Princess is doing it with their Sphere class ship, I think is the name of it. So I'm excited about how it's going to be. How big is it? I think it's going to be over 4,000 passengers. So it's going to be over 6,000 with the crew on there, if I remember right.
This is the
Sun Princess, yeah. And that's coming out next year in the Mediterranean first, and then they're going to run it there for a few months and then bring it over to West Coast or East Coast. But can't believe.
That'll be interesting to go on it sometime.
Yeah, so we're going to look at some pictures that they've released from it, so that should be fun. Kathy Mills said NCL were the ones that have been getting rid of some of the shows. They're just basically being replaced. I think Jersey Boys are fine. Not sure about Footloose, so we'll have to find out about that. Is it next week? Wait, oh, Ben, is that next week or is it this week? I thought it was this Friday is when they were going to do it. So is it next Friday? If that's the case, then I guess next week will be our Sun Princess show. But definitely check out Pepper Tree Villa, you guys, because all month long they're celebrating Christmas in July. They definitely know how to do Christmas.
We've been watching our Hallmark as well. So
Timothy, Princess is for adults with kids that are boring. Yes, it does. It looks great, the Sun Princess. So we're looking forward to that. Other than that, you guys, we're gonna head on out. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Eric, I still don't know if you've answered if you're coming on to I think you're going on to the celebration cruise. I hope you are because I really want to meet you and hang out with you. But other than that, everyone, have a great rest of your week. I'm Derek.
And I'm Gregory.
If you forget our names, it's okay because I'm Little Explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said, we are just getting started.
We are just getting started.
Our cat is also saying it. Gary, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the super
PayPals.
PayPals.
We really appreciate it. And with that, everyone, have a great night. Thank you so much.